Hello, friends. Welcome back. Myself, Dr. Krishna Rathod, Assistant Professor, Department of Sanhita Siddhanta, Parul Institute of Ayurveda, Parul University, Vadodara. Today, I am going to discuss the teaching methods in the Sanhita. When you teach the Sanhita, you should understand the what teach means. Teach means the impart knowledge to the something or instruct the someone in how to do something. Teach means it gives instructions in a subject. Teach also means it gives an instruction in the form of skills. Teach also means it advocates as a practice or a principles. Then second word, that is methods. Here method means a particular procedure for accomplishing or approaching the something. In method, orderliness of a thought or behavior. In teaching methods of Sanhita, there is Adhyapan Vidhi. The Adhyapan Vidhi explaining the Charak Vimanasthan 8th chapter, that is a Rog Bhishak Jitiya Vimana Adhyaya. First you go for the selection of a suitable disciple. Then second thing, you should follow the Shishyopanayana Sanskara. The third thing, in the form of 3 steps of teaching. The 3 steps of a teaching given in the Sanhitas are in the form of Vakyasha, Vakyarthasha and Vakya Avyavasha. And these 3 methods or these 3 steps of teaching are given in the Charak Sutrasthan 30th chapter. Then fourth thing, how to start the discourse. You first go for a Adhyayan, Adhyaya, Pratigya. At the time of Adhyayan or at the time of teaching, you first follow the Adhyaya Pratigya. Then you should establish the theme. Then how you establish the theme? You establish the theme in the form of seminars or Pancha Avyavi Vakyas. Then you go for basic nature of the talk. How you follow the basic nature of talk? The basic nature of talk, it is in the form of Trivida Shishya Buddhi Hitam. Then you go for a description. Your description in the form of Samasa Vyasa Saili. Then you follow as per the sequence. Your teaching methods should follow a particular sequence. In Sanhitas, it is called as Kramagataritam. The statement followed by logic, it is called as reasoning. Then you go for the relevant discussions. Relevant discussions in the form of absence of Arthantara. Then you should go for according to the context. That means in the form of Prakrutam Budva. In teaching methods of Sanhita, you follow continuous revision or a repetition. That is called as Punarukti or a Bhavati Chatra. Bhavati Chatra or a Punarukti, it indicates the revision of a subject or a repetition of a particular topic. Then you go for a summarization. You should summarize the Tatra Shloka. The Tatra Shloka indicates the summarization. Here, whatever you teach, whatever you are explaining to the students, these all things should be in a summarized form. That's why the Sanhitakaras given the Tatra Shloka. In Shushrutaha, Shushrutokta Adhyayan Vidhi, it explains about Yatha Shakti Gurupadishet. It explains the Adhyapan Vidhi in the form of Pada, Padam and Shlokam. Pada in the form of Hina Shakte Padam, Padam, Hina Shakte Padam, and Padam in the form of Madhyama Shakte Padam. And in the Shloka, you should go for Uttama Shakte. This reference is given in the Shushrut Sutrastan 3rd chapter. Thank you for listening me.